Good day, viewers. You're once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I'll bring you the very best. Panic in Aso Rock currently because the world powers are interested in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. And seriously, Tinubu is troubled because they have given him a limited time to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he has disobeyed. And the Pan-African president Masanga has taken it to another level currently, and there is serious panic in Aso Rock. What would you have to say concerning the warnings they have been given to the president and he kept disobeying the orders?
Yeah, good morning, my viewers. May God bless you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Irrespective of your time zone, I remember my humble self, that your brother, that your uncle, that your younger one, Biafra evangelist. My dear brother, yes, what we are seeing today is a drama that is least expected by the Nigerian government. But I highly welcome it and I highly expected it, because that is how and the way it should be, and that is how it's supposed to be. That is how it's playing now. It's coming to play because, what am I saying? As we speak now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in a serious panic because the world powers and the world leaders are not interested in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because according to the law, there is no law that back up the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not even Nigerian law. Do you understand? And there are so many constitutions, written documented constitution that backs him up for what he did, for agitating for the freedom, you understand, of his people. He has series of both to UN, both to EU, both America, both even Nigeria, UK backs it up for freedom. So I wonder why Nigeria now play the game, the dirty game that they play, and I am happy that he's playing. It's not only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is shaking Aso Rock now. There are many issues that is shaking Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to be precise. You know, he was once a drug addict, warlord in the 90s in the United States of America. Today, as we speak, the American government now has finally asked the FBI to visit that matter, that drug issue regarding what is it called, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So these are the issues that is shaking Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. They are disturbing him in the case, the judgment, the injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the government of America is now telling the FBI, oh yeah, visit that case. We want to actually go through it. We want to treat it now. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu thirdly now is facing the heat of the Fulani Northern Caliphate coming 2027 election, of him want to keep becoming, retain the power. So you watch what is happening now. So he should panic. It requires him to panic. So panic here and there, because he that fetched the firewood of ant expect the lizard in his compound. So he invited all this, so let him dance the music. So are you messing for him? Are you pitying? I don't pity him. I don't feel for him. He deserves it. Let him face the heat. When he was passing that illegal judgment using a motor shot, he didn't know, because he want to break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. He want to frustrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because he has seen it that by the time they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they sentenced him to life imprisonment, not only life imprisonment, push him down to interior village called Sokoto, so they can use that to molest him. But he never knew that by sending him there, it gives him more morale, more encouragement, more power, more look, and it attracts more international influences into his case to look into it, which is playing today. They don't see it coming, but it has come, and they don't have choice, which they must abide. That is Nigeria and Bola Ahmed Tinubu per se, because he was there. Then the UN have given him warning. Many people has warned him regard to that, to treat the case with caution. So to him, Omo Igbo, Yorubas are common in this language, Omo Igbo. So that Omo Igbo will now bring Oshi to him with their hatred they have against Omo Igbo.
But with the way that he's ignoring the UN order to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you think that is going to bring any calamity to Nigeria?
It's already bringing calamity to Nigeria. Do you know currently now, as I speak to you, that Pope want to do country tour excluding Nigeria.
Currently.
Pope Leo want to tour Africa, but Nigeria exception, except Nigeria.
But the Nigerians have a very high population in Catholic, right?
The Nigerians have, yeah, cardinal. There is one cardinal, Igbo man self, a Biafra man too. But he will not tour. Why? Because you have darkness in power. You cannot, be using your citizens for sacrifice and expect a original Christian, a child of God, to visit for what? To regard you, to respect you, to honor you. Don't you know that it is an honor to him? If Pope Leo should visit Nigeria, it's an honor. So that honor must not go to him, must not come to him, because he never deserved it and he never drive for that. Neither has he ever hung or tested for it. So there are so many nemesis that is coming that is falling on Nigeria as a result of that injustice of Nnamdi Kanu that they carried against Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of a lot of nemesis will befall Nigeria as a result of that. The Bible says, "Touch not my anointed, that do my prophet no harm." They have touched.
Trump made a promise concerning this insecurity that is currently happening in Nigeria and the killing. And this has really drawn attention currently. A lot of people have been crying. When would Trump do the needful? Or is he delaying, or has he changed his mind about the promises he made to Nigerian and the Biafran breakaway?
No, Trump has not delayed, neither is he going back. The issue is this. The intent is this, the reason why he wanted to make peace, to settle the war between them and Iran, likewise Lebanon and every other place. Are you hearing me? He have already tagged Nigeria a country concerned, and he have already said that he's coming with a military action against Nigeria. He have already made, and they have already prepared for that. But the issue is that he want to settle that one before facing Nigeria. He want to treat the matter one after the other. He's not delaying. That's the reason why he have not make that step. And not only him, Netanyahu is already standby, and Netanyahu too is part of the people fighting the war. Do you know how many people that is fighting Israel? You see, so you don't expect him to just ignore those ones and to come and face Biafra issue in Nigeria as a result of the killing of the Christians in Nigeria, which Bola Ahmed Tinubu is behind it.
He's behind it.
The killing in Nigeria is behind it. Sheikh Gumi, what did he say? He said that he has never visited those terrorists without the concept of the government, without the backup of the government, without the support of government. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu can free terrorists, give them freedom, release them from prison, then integrate them into military and integrate some into the society, then what stop him from freeing Nnamdi Kanu and freeing IPOB people, which CDS Musa and co kidnapped, and the ones that they accused? Remember what Ejimako said, the legal man of Nnamdi Kanu case, the leader. He said that there should be over 200,000 Biafrans that Nigeria is holding captive in their various prisons, that they should give them the same amnesty and the freedom which they gave to terrorists that have killed people, but these ones have not killed anybody. So they should equally give them the same hand. Do you understand? So that is why Netanyahu is, they are all alert, they know what they are doing. And the movement of the Leo, that is the Pope that is coming to Africa, you never can tell the purpose to visit other Africans and to know what next to do against Nigeria.
Repentant Boko Haram, as they are called. Why is it that terrorists from the north, the Fulanis, when they are being caught with rifles and doing the needful that is evil, they will call them repentant Boko Haram, they will take them to a rehab home to treat them? But when it has to do with an IPOB member, they immediately shoot at sight or imprison them without trials?
Yes, they imprison them without trials because they want them to die there. They want them to die there, and they want them not to, talk about Biafra again. They want to frustrate them. Like I said in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, I use it to summarize this. They think that by doing that, they will frustrate the efforts of IPOB, Biafran to be precise. And every Igbo man, once you are an Igbo person, they will arrest you, forge Biafran IPOB up top of your head. You know, in Nigeria, they have already tagged every Igbo man, IPOB, a terrorist. You understand? So that's why whenever they see Igbo person, you are a terrorist, they will carry the person, either they kill you or they will throw you without trial. Because what are they going to use to try you? Under which law? I'm asking, under which law they are going to use to try you? But those Fulanis are the ones that are working with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu used them to gain to power. Are you hearing me? So they are all birds of the same feather that is flying together in Nigeria. So that's why you see them. They have repented one, they have unrepented one. Even both the very repentant and the unrepented. Don't you see how freely they are moving? As we speak now, they gave Nigeria either yesterday 72, is it 24 or 72 hours to pay ransom for the people that they have kidnapped. Over 400 and something people that they kidnapped in Boronu. The failure to come and do that, and they are giving to federal government to, if they refuse to come and negotiate, that they are going to buy all those people. Imagine, can this thing happen in Burkina Faso? Can it happen? And Nigeria is claiming giant of Africa. And I don't know why, what makes them a giant of Africa, or what is pushing them to be claiming giant of Africa. In what sense? Nonsense. Without the Igbos, there will be no Nigeria. Because the British saw it clearly. Nnamdi Kanu remained the only black man ever that stood before the late Queen of England and poured out her sins before she died. You understand? The atrocities that the British carried out against the black nation like Nigeria. You see why Radio Biafra, where does it start? It started in Britain. And Nnamdi Kanu said a lot of things that exposes the British to the world. Are you hearing me? Nnamdi Kanu uses it to expose many things, which they themselves doesn't like, even before the death of the Queen. You see why they are fighting tooth and nail that anybody that can come up. Take a look at what happened in the Civil War. During the Civil War, that was where Arnold was coming out from. There is this man, somebody we see from the British. He worked in the Parliament of Labour during the Civil War. He was the one that supplied arms to Nigerian government and they sponsored massively to other neighboring states like Egypt and other foreign countries, including them during the war. He was the one in charge of the arms who supplied those arms, both artillery, both bomb that they use against the Biafrans, the Igbos, both all those armor tank and the armor, all those things. He's the one. He was the one. This thing I'm telling you is something you can do your findings. So these are the things. And when this man really more came up with all this, that the Christians killing, the suicide, and also genocide in Nigeria, these are that. The same government of the British called Nigerian government, they coerced together to bribe Lirimo. Do you know, as I'm talking to you, half of Niger Delta oil is being, channeled to Lirimo. That's why allegedly. That is why Lirimo now decided, to change, to twist his tongue. He decided to twist his tongue. Because if you are following Lirimo before, you will agree with me that Lirimo have changed. What he was saying before was not what he's saying now. What concerns me with the Christians in the north? Are there not Christians that partner with Nigeria to kill the Biafrans during the war? They are there. Go on and go. Plateau. So how should their own now disturb my freedom? Are there Biafra? We are talking about Biafra. And the man, the remote is telling people, telling Americans and telling Donald Trump about the Christians in the north. What thing concern me there? What is my own business? Let them stand up on their own because they join forces together against me, the Biafra. So now I want to go. Why are you now trying to force me to say marriage now by force? I am telling you this because God will bless McArnold. Are you hearing me? For coming up to speak this truth and to speak all these things out to expose the evil of the British because of the what? Imagine when you want to colonize a man, you need to seek the concept when you want to join them. Marriage is all about concept of the woman and the man. Is that not so? Before the family itself, the two parties need to, agree to one another before they will not take it to their families. That is how it should be. When you under the memo of amalgamation, did you see the concept of these people to merge them together? And moreover, you forgot that inside the memo that many Yorubas are carrying up and down, the memo you are mentioning, go and read it, go and visit it back. There was a statement there which stated it that after 100 years that you cannot stay, you can go. Anyone that cannot stay can go. So what happened to that very place? Why are they still, logging head on that very place? Because we cannot stay again. Must you accompany the Fulanis to accomplish their jihadist ambition? That Nigeria must become an Islamic nation now by force? Everybody have right of worship, to worship anything. Freedom of worship. Yes. And this is what they did to Turkey. They turned Turkey to Islamic nation today. It was a Christian nation. Likewise, Morocco. I'm mentioning, go and do your findings. Likewise, Morocco. And many other nations that are Islamic nation today. Are you hearing me? It was a conquest like this. And if you keep silent and you keep quiet, before you know it, that is why I told them that the reason why they are saying Igbos are the problem of Nigeria, because Igbos are the one resisting them. Ever ready to resist them and have been the one resisting them. That is why Yoruba man will tell you, say, Igbo people are the problem of Nigeria. Hausa man will come and tell you, say, Igbo people are the problem of Nigeria. Because of our resistance. Nothing more. Are we the one ruling? No. Are we the one controlling the everything? No. Yorubas and the Hausa Fulanis are the one controlling it. Yet, they are seeing us as the one being their problem. Okay. Because of this particular agenda.
Okay, Biafra evangelist, you said it all. That will drag me to a very personal question that some people will want to hear here. Now, we're talking about the British government, how they are secretly hiding and not want to intervene about the issue and the genocide, Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. But that draws my attention to a particular thing. Nnamdi Kanu has a British passport, if I'm not mistaken, which means he's a British citizen.
Yeah.
So among all these,
by centralization,
a lot of people will be wondering, is it that the British, they don't care about their citizens, or they are just too greedy to know that their citizens are supposed to be protected, or they don't give, as in they don't care at all? Please let us know.
No, the British cares about their citizens. They love their citizens, but they don't love Biafra. You understand? Because when the IPOB was tagged or called, what is it called? Terrorist group, the British gave them an amnesty. The British government gave IPOB amnesty. Do you understand? They are against Nnamdi Kanu because they believe that whosoever that shall stand to talk about Biafra, because they, like I said before, what they are gaining, when you are talking about Biafra, you are talking about removing the major key source of their income in their entire generation, even the ones to come. Do you understand? The ones to come that are yet to be born. So Nnamdi Kanu is that person standing one man standing to remove that, to take that away from them. That is why they ignore him, despite the fact that he's what? He's a British citizen. Do you understand? Not because of any other, it's because of Biafra issue. And let me tell you, do you know how many times they have visited Nnamdi Kanu, trying to pressurize him to surrender Biafra, which he refused? Do you know how many times the British have sent? Yes, have sent delegates. Okay, what did you? Do you know how many times they asked him, what did you want? In a blank note, just fill up the form. But leave, forget Biafra. Just fill the form, forget the Biafra. We will grant it to you. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu refused. That is why they treated him the way they treated him. And that is one of the reasons why he was sentenced to life imprisonment. And not just only life imprisonment. They did not see any other place to send him but to Sokoto. Do you understand? But he had been in Abuja in DSS custody. But this time around, they don't want to send him to West here or East. They now return him inside Sokoto, as far as Sokoto is. For you to see the wickedness, in their mind, anything Biafra, the person must be killed. Had it been that the law of Terrorism Act was not removed, because it was that law that was, repaired in 2013-14 to favor Muhammadu Buhari terrorism group and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because all of them formed it together to destabilize Jonathan government in 2014.